Hello and welcome to another video, and today we are going to talk about Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice in 2016, and also I'm going to talk about the Ultimate Edition movie instead than the original. Cast members in this movie, we got Ben Affleck as Batman. Henry Cavill is in this playing Superman. Gal Gadot as Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. Jeremy Irons playing Alfred. Jesse Eisenberg playing Lex Luthor. Starting with the movie where a young Bruce Wayne is running away because his parents died at the funeral. And fortunately enough, this is like the third time we're seeing a death of Bruce Wayne's parents when he was young. We got the first showing of the Michael Keaton Batman into that universe, I guess, with Val Kilmer and George Clooney Batman as well, because I think they're like connected in the same universe and stuff. And then we got Christian Bale Batman, and then we got Ben Affleck Batman now. So it's kind of crazy enough of like we're seeing same thing but completely different scenes. Now we're seeing a more as the present time, and fortunately this is also connected to Man of Steel. This is why we have Henry Cavill Superman in this movie, because it's connected in the same universe. And this is actually at the time where Superman was fighting General Zod in that movie, and fortunately enough where Bruce Wayne is like moving in the city and stuff, and then fortunately blaming on Superman because all the buildings in the city is like falling down and innocent people are dying. First time seeing kryptonite in this movie, and it came from down from Earth, and people found it in the ocean. I thought this was crazy of enough, but fortunately when Lois Lane was fighting terrorist people, Jimmy Olsen is also like with her in a way, and somehow they found a bomb in his camera. And unfortunately, Jimmy Olsen is a bad person, so he was like a spy. So they like killed him off. I didn't know Jimmy Olsen was a bad person. Superman came down as like a badass to save Lois Lane. One of the people worked for Bruce Wayne basically spray paint on Superman's statue. We're seeing Ben Affleck's suit the first time, and he has more as a bulky suit. And then we're also seeing a Robin suit. So fortunately, this also had a Robin in this universe, but killed. And fortunately enough, in the Batman comics, or there's even an animated movie where Jason Todd is one of the Robins after Dick Grayson, and fortunately, when he was the Robin, the Joker basically killed him and stuff. And then, so fortunately enough, somehow Zack Snyder basically said this is actually Dick Grayson Robin, and he is the one got killed by the Joker. Bruce Wayne is meeting Clark Kent the first time, and then Lex Luthor kind of ruined it.
Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. Wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
We have Bruce is meeting Diana Prince at a museum. We have a scene, Batman in the future, and fortunately enough, he was killing people. He was using guns, and fortunately enough, we know Batman doesn't really kill, but somehow in Zack Snyder universe, Batman kills. and he also used guns in a way and stuff. So fortunately enough, there is a really like evil, bad Superman, and Superman now knows Batman is Bruce Wayne. And we also have a vision to the future in the present time where the Flash is giving a message to Bruce, and he is saying the key is Lois Lane. Batman is had a talk with Superman.
Do you bleed?
Superman went to this some court thing, and fortunately enough, Lex Luthor wasn't there, and there was a lot of very awkward things, and fortunately enough, the whole building exploded, so everybody died besides Superman, and a lot of people really thinking they blame on Superman on that. But, you know, it's actually Lex Luthor's fault because he put a bomb in one of Bruce Wayne's workers with a wheelchair. And he was also in the court. Batman steals the kryptonite from Lex Luthor. Bruce looked at a file and figured out of Prince Diana is Wonder Woman, and she was been back then, like when World War One happened, or probably World War Two. Clark went to the mountain and had a talk to his dad. We're seeing Wayne Manor the first time in this universe, and it's kind of like abducted, like nobody's like hasn't been in it. Batman had a new suit. Again, he's getting bulked up, you know, show the muscles. And he signaled Superman to him with the bat signal. Lex knows of who is Superman as Clark Kent and use his advantage to his mother so Superman can actually kill Batman. Diana Prince got a message to Bruce Wayne, and he figured out who she is, and showing another other files from the other people were had superpowers as well. So we're seeing like the Flash the first time, Aquaman, and Cyborg, and we're probably going to see them in the Justice League movie. This is the biggest moment we probably want in this movie. This basically of the title, Batman versus Superman. We were waiting for this for a long time. Who's gonna win and stuff. But fortunately enough, you know, obviously enough, Superman can definitely like kill Batman if he wants to and stuff. But he's like, you know, fooling around with Batman a little bit and stuff. But Batman can fight back, so he used kryptonite to slow him down, make him weak. So, fortunately enough, Batman can defeat Superman if he used kryptonite off of him and stuff. And then, fortunately enough, it didn't really last long, so he had to do again and stuff. And then he fortunately made Superman bleed in a way and stuff. So when Superman was calling his mother's name of Martha and stuff, Bruce basically like freaked out because that is also his mother's name as well. And Lois Lane kind of helped out as well and stuff. And then fortunately they were like good friends now. And then so Bruce kind of helped Superman to save his mother. So fortunately, if you want to know who actually did win, well, it was Batman in generally. Batman did win and stuff, but, you know, he used the weakness to Superman, so technically of that. But in a real fight, if we would absolutely say who's going to win, it's Superman. Lex made Doomsday, and then we had a huge fight scene where Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman is fighting Doomsday, and Superman takes the spear and stabbed Doomsday, and then actually Doomsday stabbed Superman instead, because on the staff, what Bruce Wayne used before had kryptonite on it, so it kind of made Superman weak in a way. And also, I have a feeling of a Kryptonian creature can actually kill other Kryptonian people. I don't know what the situation and stuff. So yeah, Superman is dead and stuff. So, and then we had also like separate like funerals, for one for Clark Kent and the other for Superman. That is it for Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, and was the Ultimate Edition and stuff. I really had fun watching this movie. I really enjoyed it in a way. There's a lot of really good plots into this movie. I really like. I really like Ben Affleck Batman. I think he's very really strong and heavy Batman we ever seen. Christian Bale was kind of like that and stuff, but nothing like Ben Affleck. My goodness, he is like totally ripped for Batman and stuff. And putting into Henry Cavill Superman with Ben Affleck, it's just like I think in these two combinations, actors and playing these superhero characters together really fit very well and stuff. A lot of people really don't like Zack Snyder movies and stuff, but I don't know, they're working, you know. And stuff. It's cool to see Wonder Woman. I want to talk about the Wonder Woman movie as well. I might not talk about Wonder Woman 84 and stuff, because I hear a lot of people didn't really like that. Even I didn't like it and stuff, so it's a possibility I could talk about that. The Flash, I might talk about. Aquaman, definitely, because I enjoyed it. I never seen the second one, so I might not just ever seen it. So there's other possibilities from there as well. But overall, it's a very solid, like, I thinking the whole biggest thing about this movie was basically how enough of Batman and Superman, like, fight, I guess this is like basically the start of a friendship in a way, where like they're like not really enemies and stuff, but they think of that, and then after they fight and realize enough of like, hey, why we're fighting, how about we just be friends and work together and stuff. And it's actually better enough they work together and stuff, because again, it works. Believe of enough, I might have the Justice League, because the thing is, I want to do the Justice League, and I want to do the Zack Snyder cut, the next one and stuff, because I don't want to do the Justice League, the original movie next, because I don't want to talk about that one and stuff, because I like the Zack Snyder cut instead than the original. So that was my idea, but I am maybe thinking of doing something different now. Like, I still want to talk about Justice League and stuff, but if this is happening and there's other characters and part of the Justice League I still need to talk about and stuff, I might gonna do Wonder Woman and Aquaman. That could be a thing, and obviously the Flash is gonna be later and stuff. So yeah, so that's a possibility. Again, I thinking the first one is going to be Wonder Woman. So if you are gonna, excited for that, so get hyped for Wonder Woman, because I believe that is gonna be next now, because that was not on my list and now I'm putting it on my list. So that's that. Hopefully you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching.